morning, everyone. May God bless you. Perfect God bless you. Almighty God, the Most High, bless you. How honored to be. We are in this world. God so loving the world. Today is the 16th March, year 2023. Beautiful morning, sunny out there. I got up this morning. It was all frosted. But when sun comes out, they all melt. It is so calm and beautiful. Early spring morning. How beautiful. I thank the Lord for let us living in His beautiful, God so loving world. Lack of a nothing. Lack of a nothing. How marvelous, how wonderful to be His people. We're thanking Him. Thanks and praise, glory and honor is always in our heart and mind, soul and spirit. So our mouths speak. Amen. Amen. Today, I just didn't want to do this program, but I'm going to do it. Its title going to be, I am the last. The Lord God has shown to me many times, I am the last. And one time, maybe 8-9 years ago, I was at His assembly, millions and millions of countless angels and soldiers, whatever they are. And at the assembly, God the Father say, pointing me and say, at last, this one can be trusted. I was overwhelmed. I just never knew what can I good at it. But I know God is a perfect God. All things are possible to Him, as Jesus has told us. It doesn't matter how we are low or high, great or less, male or female. Just like Jesus' chosen vessel, Paul had told us. And he got in trouble with that. I think Paul got killed by his own people, but Jewish people didn't have a law to kill anyone. So they requested to Romans to do it. So they did. Chop the neck on that. And he was just standing, fulfilling Jesus say to Ananias, he was not even 12 disciple, but he told them, go restore Paul's eyesight. He said, oh no, Lord, he killing anyone, even worship you or working for your namesake, they will be all killed. So he said, oh Lord, he's killing us. Then Jesus told him, go. He is my chosen vessel. He will suffer much for my namesake. Then Ananias, I think it's not in the Bible, but I think he went to disciples. You are the disciple, do it. Oh no, not me. Come on, you do it then. Not me. No way, Jose. No one wanted to do it. According to Bible, Paul sat in that house. Jesus told him to go, wait there. Someone will come restore your eyesight and tell you what to do. Because he asked him, what should I do, Lord? And he did that. Anyway, he sat there 3 days. waiting for Ananias to come. And later Paul told Ananias, Jesus told him, he's coming 3 days ago. So anyway, Paul standing on that the law, Jewish law, God started it with Abraham, circumcised, becoming God's people. It doesn't matter your servants or the people you bought it. Every male have to be circumcised to be living in your household. And I will bless you, and all you see is and all promised. It's Genesis 12. Everybody should read. It's a great blessings in it. So the law started it. Male have to be circumcised. Generations after generations. According to Matthew 1, Abraham, God has chosen to be my people. Out of this earth, there was only one person. God did that. From Abraham to Jesus was 42 generations. And God told Abraham what's going to be happening. It happened there all the way. So Paul standing on God's Jesus command was that law Israel people carried on for as God's people. 42 generations. But Paul say, as Jesus, his sacrifice, his life and all, there's no more than law. And now on, God will circumcise a heart, male or female, Gentile or Jew, chosen to be his children of God. The Paul say that. I think that was the reason all the priests and all just trying to kill Paul. Finally, they did. But through the Romans. But so we are, and Paul said, no more Jew or Gentile, or male or female. And that law is no more. Now God himself will circumcise our heart. So God is a circumcised and heart. He had done on me. And so I'm a woman. And until Jesus, I believe, women was man's property. Cook and clean and help and have a lot of babies. But Jesus said women as equal as a man. We are too different. Men can do more strong work, and it's so different, men's work and women's work. And I didn't have a man for husband since the I don't remember, over 20, almost 30 years. I didn't have a man's help. It's a lot of times, it's not easy. Single men can live and they can cook. Best to cook is men. And they can clean. And they can do all kinds of stuff. Like if a doorknob is a wiggle, women panic. I panic. But a man, you just to go fix it and do it. So it's a man, it's more easy to live than a single life than a woman, I think, because a man can do more other different work. And so, but anyway, today, how dare for me, but I have to put it in this recording. So I will tell 2 occasions many times, but 2 occasions, he showed me I am a last. So I am the last. I saw and I saw and I saw. So this occasion I wanted to share today is, I think it was in 2004 or 5. Again, there's a God is doing something. I'm invited. So here I go. I did that so many times. I will tell someday if that's necessary. I don't want it to be bragging about me, anything, because there's nothing for me to brag about. I could not heal anyone. I could not save anyone. I know all this is God's work. That's why we give credit to the Lord. And I will tell you some of the time I learned a lesson that is so truth. And God knows me more than I know myself. So he had that and showed it to me. Why is it? But today I want to record the experience I had. I don't know how I got there, but I got there. There was not an airplane. No one was carrying me or taking me. But I was up in the air going down. Then I saw there's some mountains and mountains. The other side is the ocean. And there was a huge mountain. Next to the mountain, there was like a 4 or 5 times bigger than baseball field, football field, whatever that in the TV I see the beautifully done it. But this place, I think that was all paved. That giant place, all paved it. And there was people, men and women, probably millions, all standing and talking. They are all so glad to be invited, so they came. So I can hear that talking. I was maybe 100 foot up in the air or something, but I can see and hear. Then I coming down and down maybe 20 foot in front of me. There's a Crawford, there was a Kenneth Copeland. Kenneth Copeland and his wife was right in front of me, maybe 30 foot in front of me, something like that. They are just coming down just like me. And they just came down, touched the ground. Then I saw there's the young preacher, Creflo Dollar, that time. I watched him on a TV, and I was just supporting Kenneth Copeland and all that, watching every chance. And Creflo Dollar was coming towards Kenneth. They said, "You finally made it." Then he was just so happy and walked from the crowd and to Kenneth, and they walk. He touched down in the ground, so they walk. And then I saw Creflo Dollar was like that, with his chin pointing something. So I said, "What can be?" It was that side is the ocean, and I saw down there is a beach next to the water. There's God the Father was making something, I think. He just stand up, bend down and making something. He just stand up. I think he was just doing a pottery making, because the 2 hands holding each other like not holding, touching each other like this, and there was mud water from when you make a pottery, mud water dripping down. Then he looked at us. Then I saw Creflo Dollar. It's just he saw something so terrible or something. Like that. Then Kennedy followed. They walk away, walking for. Then I heard Creflo Dollar tell Kenneth, "This way, we all here." Then I can hear groups and groups and preachers, mostly pastors, I think. They're talking about they have the revivals and how fun was it and all that. They're talking and laughing and so glad to see each other made it there. And so I walked, and then I saw two women come, took his wife, both the arms, so take it to walk through all the people, go other side, a deeper way to over there. Then I heard that woman, I recognized her, the black preacher, black woman, young woman preacher, and the Balmer or something. I still have a whole magazine, the book, right, a children's book, and I'm selling it at my store. And she was laughing, her laughing sound, anyone can recognize it from, so loud laughing. And when she preached, she has that white robe and all that, is all that, so people knew it. But anyway, I recognized her voice and all. Then I just came down behind the Kenneth Copeland, and I didn't know anyone, so I look at down, father standing there, and Kenneth and Copeland, Cripple Dollar, just to walk away like that. And so I look down, then there he is, just standing, smiling at me. Then he say, I don't want to set it all this up. I didn't know what he's talking about. I just got there, all I saw is these people, and huge mountain in the other side, one other side is the ocean. So I thought I did that, and I just turn and walking, standing there just looking at it. Then it must be cut out to make it flat, feel like that. And then one side there is a rock wall built up. And some woman seated up there, looking down and take it all in. So I said, well, she don't know anyone either, I guess. So I was not alone. That's what I feel. Then the next thing I know, this crowd getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. I didn't know where they were going, but when they had so many people gone, maybe 200 people left or something in the front of me, and I can see that mountain has a door, or it's just a huge hole or something. That's what they're going in. And so I said, oh, wow. And I waited. I don't remember I walked. I think it's all has an escalator on it, so all going, no one said go this way, you first. There was no one doing that. Just everybody going and not running, no one running, and just everybody going in. Then maybe 10, 20 people in front of me, then I can see that's what they're going in there. It has just a huge, I don't think it even have a door. Maybe there was a door, but it was open. So I automatically went in there. I saw the place, a whole place, like a whole world, so clean and white, and mansions and mansions and mansions, just all built up to the sky. Amazing. So I saw in front of people, maybe 30, 40 people inside already. They all look up and then just to turn around and trying to take it all in, not even sound of a beep on it. Everybody's so silent, I don't even know anyone breathe. It's just amazing. Then the crowd got smaller and smaller. Maybe 10, 15 people left, and I saw there's one right side, it has a huge tunnel, maybe 30-foot tall tunnel, all the way. I could not see the end of it, but amazing. All the walls and ceilings are all bright, clean and bright, diamond, emerald, sapphire, just all kind of the precious stone we call. It's just a pieces of rock like that, and some of them in a wall, big as a car, I think. They piles one by one, but all of them is a bright, shining stone, different color stones. I loved it. I can't believe it. And in the middle of it, I think I saw there's a escalator. Look, something escalator. I think, and one person at a time standing on it. Or it just automatically goes in there. I'm not sure. Then they go so far in. Then all I saw is a sparkle coming out of them. Then they just kept disappear. Another one disappear, maybe 10, 15 foot apart. All going in. So I said, wow, that's how all those people went in. That's what I thought. Then, just before that even, I look at it, overwhelmed. So I was trying to think, oh, why is it so gigantic? Before even I can say that, understanding came for me, not a voice, understanding came from my heart and said, so God can live with his people. That is the whole world, big as the whole world. So anyway, then I'm the last one. I'm the last one in there. I'm the last one standing in that like escalator going in there. I didn't have to hold nothing, just standing. Then it was going in and just everything, the ceilings and walls and shining, that bright, beautiful stones. And I was going in and going in and going and going. I don't know how far it was. It's quite a bit, but quite a long way. But I was just so enjoying it. Then I saw it is outside. I can see the outside. So next thing I know, I came outside. Then I saw it's the road from the outside to the road. Maybe 10, 12 foot wide road. Paved road, I think. There was a paved road. Anyway, both sides is a beautiful young woman. Has a long gowns, layers of the garments, and said that beautiful, passed out, light pink, light green, and it just all has layers of gown on it, and there's a gold rope or something, a belt or something on the, just all standing there with the two hands, and just a line. I can see the road going down that way and turn to there and then go to the beach. Long way down. But hundreds of thousands, this, I know right away it's angels, that beautiful, perfect peace of faces. And harmless, that perfect peace of faces. And standing, all smiling. And then I saw that one of each line, that one of the first lady, they come to me, hold my arm, so like gently, let's go like that. Didn't say, but I know when I want me to go, so I follow. Walk with them. Walk past all those people coming down, about halfway down, and I heard like a sound. It's like a big boat ship came down and stopped it. Then I was still up in high, going down like that, and I saw there was a huge. I see some big cruise ship, but it was much bigger than that. just to come in and parked it on the against the mountain. That's all set it up, and then that door was open. Then I saw there's people and people. I think they have an escalator set it up, and they're just going in and pack boxes and boxes unloading from the ship into that mountain. It must be a whole living place that giant mountain is. And bring it in, bring it in. Then I hear the sound. Then I saw there's Jesus jumped out of that ship. He just came with all that stuff, have the other ones unloaded. But he is just jumped out of there. He has a notebook or something in a hand, and he didn't walk. He just came out, and I saw he has a white long gown on it, and jumped out, and he just going on the air towards the Father. I saw him paddling doing or something at the beach, and he knew where he was, and he just keep going, and he couldn't wait to see his Father look alike. He didn't pay attention to us. I don't know, he saw me, or he must know everything. So he just gone that way, and we would just keep coming down. I was just so happy. It was just so fresh air from the beach, the ocean, and came down to the beach. There was a dirt, sand, dirt. So I went standing by the water in that dirt, with my hand and breathing a fresh air, and it's so wonderful. Then I heard a voice say to me, "The things you're holding in your hand, throw it into the sea," like that. So I looked at it. There is like I was going to get the name of it. There's a gift shop, things like that, they sell. They grow like a squash, but when they get older, usually they're wild. We let them get older in the wild. Then in the spring, we go over there, and you can see all the thing, and even the sea fell down. It has muscles like it's just the long muscles like we use it for cleaning. It's very good. It's to use a sponge like. We didn't have a sponge in country. That's what we used it. I hold the two those. It's like a pump or the skinny like holding two of them in there. I didn't know I had it. So I grabbed that and I threw it into the sea. Oh, would you feel so good? Then he say, the one in your mouth, so put that, throw it into the sea like that, so on my mouth. So I look at it, and my mouth was that one of those in it. I don't know how I squeezed that in there, but one of them was in. I get it out and I threw it into the sea. I feel like I was $1 million lighter. I was just so perfect, having happy and all that. Then these two ladies come back to me and hold my both arms. So I thought they want me to walk, so I walked them. Walked through the mud, and we just walked through a little further, coming back into the mountain. And there was like a school in there, huge school. It was just rooms and rooms and rooms, and it's a wooden floor, and doors closed it. And one place we were just walking through that long hallway, and in the wall there was a piece of paper was pinned it on or something to everybody to read about, little message and stuff. And so I tried to see what is on it. Then one lady hold me in and say, "Oh, it is all filled it out. New tablets will be on it." I said, "Oh, okay." So we were just still walking and walking and walking. It's a long, beautiful place. Then we came to the place is a left side is a huge hall, dancing hall or what, I don't know. It's a huge hall, and there is a doors and doors and doors in it. One door, beautiful. It's a huge double door. It is a pure gold of roses, sign, and molding is maybe 2 foot wide and beautifully decorated. That door is awesome. I just thought, oh, amazing how beautifully decorated that door. But we was walking, came into the huge hall, walked towards that door, that room, and another lady hold me in, and she said, oh yes. She saw me how overwhelmed it on the design and all. Then the one lady hold me in and say to me, oh yes, that room is wife's interview room. So I said, oh. Father introduced to me that only one woman in heaven is a son's wife. I think that's her title. So I said, oh, she's interviewing people in there, I think. So we just walked and walked and walked and closer to that door, and amazing. When we got to the door, it just automatically opened it. So continue walking and walking and walking. And then next thing I know, I don't feel they're holding me anymore. So I look, they're all gone. They didn't come in. I just kept walking and walking. I came in and door closed it, but they didn't come in. So, oh, I was just looking for them. Then I saw that place is like just like the heaven. I went in there. It was a pure gold. Everything is a pure gold, but it's shining gold at the light. The white light was just packed. Impossible to see anything. But I tried to see it. Then I saw there is a couch, I think, or a chair or something. Somebody must sit on it. I think I saw some kind of movement there, but I could not see it. Then that was it. I don't remember what happened after that. Sometimes I'm thinking, maybe she still interview me. I don't know. But I was the last one to go through it. And I saw all those disciples I seen in TV, and they were so glad to be invited. And I was the last one got there. And another time, this was 26 December, year 2000. When I come back from the heaven, I always walked in front of Jesus. Want me to walk in front of him. So I think if I fell down, he could just pick me up or something, but I always did that. But this time, I was walking through the mountains and coming out to this earth. Then mountains. Then there was people coming out of heaven in Sam Road before me for all these generations, one after another. Only one man come out, same suit, three-piece suit on it. It's not a burgundy color, it is a reddish brick, has a more yellow in it, more brown in it, like. But year after year after year after year after, God always had somebody But me is the last one coming out. I was a young kid like. I didn't have a Korean dress on it. I had a white baggy pants. By the ankle, tied it up, my baggy pants and a long shirt. Just a white cotton, I think. I got belt on it, and I had a maybe 2 foot long sack. I don't know what I got in there. It had a long line. Put one in my one shoulder, another in his shoulder, and I holding in both arm and coming down. But I'm sobbing. I can think anything. I'm sobbing because I miss God. They're perfect. They're perfect. He never shook my hand and said, welcome or nothing, but the perfect lack of a nothing. No one jealous, no one envy, just the perfect family love. I'm missing the heaven, I'm missing God. I have to, God didn't say that, but I knew Jesus would say, you have to deny yourself, pick up your cross and follow me. And I did not even study that yet. So I have to come back and do that. So I don't say I don't want to go, but I was just missing so bad. I sobbing and sobbing. And then this Isaiah 50, I found it this morning too. Isaiah 55, 12. Actually, it is for Isaiah 55, 8, it starts it. God says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways, says the Lord. As high as the heavens are above the earth, so high are my ways above your ways, my thought above your thought. For just as from the heavens the rain and snow come down and do not return there, till they have watered the earth, making it fertile and fruitful, giving seed to who sows, bread to who eats, so shall my word be that goeth forth from my mouth. It shall not return to me voided, but shall do my will, achieving the end for which I send it. Yes, in joy you shall depart, in peace you shall be brought back. Mountains and hills shall break out in song before you, and all the trees of the countryside shall clap their hands. In place of the thorn bush the cypress shall grow, instead of the narrow the myrtle. This shall be the Lord's renown, an everlasting, imperishable sign. That happened. That happened exactly. Mountains and hills shall break out in song before you. It was mountains and hills. The music was filled the sky to the ground, and it happened. The countryside, all the trees of the countryside clapped their hands. That's what I thought. All the trees clapped in their hand. I keep look at it. I look at it again, and there were the people. I think they are all angels. Excuse me. Clap their hands. Male and good looking, strong and tall, and males and females, they standing in everywhere. It's like I thought there was a tree, but there was a people, and they are all crying, tears in her eyes, because I sobbing so hard. I didn't want to make a noise crying coming out of my mouth, because I don't want to upset the Lord. So I holding it and I pounding my foot in the ground. Every step I pounding and coming out, and then finally I can hold it anymore. It pops out. I sobbing. Then one of the women step into the road I coming in. She touched my arm and said, "It's okay." But I just sobbing. I come out and to the field, the long, huge field, beautiful grass, and it was all yellow. Must be early spring. Oh, it's a beautiful day, but all yellow, just the field coming out of it. Then I heard the Lord's voice. I missed the voice. He was always making me walk in front of him, but he was not there anymore. And then I was doing that. Then I heard the Lord say, "You did not choose me. I have chose you. Go out to the world, bear much fruit." I fell to the ground. I kneeled to the ground. I hold my two hands in the ground, and I let it out, and I sobbed. I couldn't even get up, and I don't know how long I did that. I was just sobbing and sobbing. And then, I don't know, no one told me, but I hold my head. I was just still kneeled in the ground, and two hands in the ground, holding the ground, and I look up. I looked at it. Way over that field, there was a banner, maybe 300-foot wide banner, from sky to the ground, just touching on grass. White satin banner. It has written in English with that royal bright blue, that bright blue that written in the banner, big word, so I can read. It says, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom of glory and honor and power forever and ever." I just lost it. I crying and reading and sobbing and reading, and I don't know what happened. When I was open my eyes, and I was in my bed, and I was just cannot breathe without sobbing so much. So I sobbed in my bed for a long time. Then I finally got up and I take a shower and back to eating. Eating. Oh, I love the food. There was one time I asking the Lord, because I'm guilty to eat all this good fruit, and all the food is so tasty good. Especially I love those peaches. When we lived in Palmdale, California for about 5 years, there was a peachy farm just a few miles away. We go there with our two daughters. Oh, they loved it. And they say, "You can eat all you want, but when you take something home, you have to pay that." I said, "Yes, that is awesome." when you pick, then they have a water thing there, so you can turn the water on and wash and eat. And a family picnic here and there and all. They set it up for them to do it. It's an awesome country. How wonderful. I think that farmer must be Christian, sharing. There's a picnic tables all over, and there's a bathroom there, and the water, the thing you can turn and wash and hand and all that. And so take the peach from tree and go over there and wash it, and you bite and juice it fall down, and the taste is true peachy taste is so wonderful just coming out of the tree. In store, I think they pick only, and in the refrigerator they let it ripen. So it's a different taste. Anyway, I was just so guilty to eat all that, and I said, Lord, did you made it for just the humans? Could you just eat? And it's so good. And one time he said, is it that good? So I said, yes, Lord, it is that good, so good. Would you please? So after that, I said something, anything. First bite, Lord, first bite, Lord. You're the one made it. I think you should enjoy it, something like, you bite it. And one time, I did that for many years, I think. God is a very patient God. Finally, when I did that, and I saw in my country town, I was born there, living there, until I don't know how I was, anyway. I had a baby cow and raised it, and wintertime we got so much snow and it's so cold, so I asked all my aunts and that save it when you wash dishes, and save that water in the bucket. I give it to them and then I go get that and I pour that in there. I put a straw in it, all this other kind of stuff in it, and I boil it and then I bear a pocket. And my mom said, don't you give it hot. They're hungry, they eat, and all the teeth come out. So they could not eat the grass. Oh, okay, Mom. So I had to wait. A lot of times I sit there and get it cool. Then I take it there and I dump it onto the thing. Oh, they eat. They just cannot eat quick enough. Then I saw that cow was eating like crazy and so good, and the cow said to me, you eat too. It's so good. Come on, eat. Like that. So I said, huh? Then I think God was laughing at me. So he told me to listen. God doesn't eat this wonderful fruits and food. It's for human. He made it for humans and animals. And what a God we serve. And I just so appreciate it. How fortunate is it to know the Lord, who is true, Most High God. Because so many people, there's a family ritual, or their parents and friend or grandparents and all that worshipped it, and idols. And I don't know they get any comfort out of it. But this earthly life is short, but it determines hell or heaven. No one wanted to go to hell. They just don't know the truth of God's word. So here I am, even 77-year-old, amazing. I had to wait 77 years to do this. Bless the Lord. Pray for me. I will be healthy and strong enough to do it. And I pray for everyone, because God says, Jesus said that God give a rain to good and bad. So we are His creations. So He loves But there's rules and laws you have to take it. One time in my store, very nice, educated pastor came in. He said, no more. We Christians, we don't need the law. There's no more. Paul said that. But when I read it in the Bible, Paul said, we don't have to have that law circumcised like God made the law with a covenant with Abraham. It's no more. In Jesus, God will circumcise our heart, and man or woman, Jew or Gentile, we all can be equal to come to the Lord. It's a new covenant. But this pastor said to me, say everybody in my store also there, he was talking to, like his habit to tell all the churches, I think, he said, we don't need no law anymore. It's do away with it. He on and why, because Paul said that and all that. But I read and Paul didn't say all the law have to be gone. And even Jesus said he didn't come to demolish the law. He fulfilled it, so he did a lot. Most of them, I think. All of them, maybe. Anyway, I have to study more Bible about that. But this man was just fully convinced that we don't need the law to follow this country or this earth, the law. We don't have to follow because Jesus went away, done away with it, all that. Paul said that. So I went over there, standing in front of him, he looked at me. So I asked him, sir, America is a Christian nation, isn't it? Oh yes, we are. The Mayfly people and all that. He was talking and all that. So I said, so America don't need the law? Huh? He looked at me and said, huh? Well, you say we don't need no law. America's a Christian nation, so we don't need no law. He thought about it and said, ha! He just yelled, ha! Like that, and walk out. I don't know what, I never seen him again, so I don't know how he got it, but I pray, Lord, help him. Lord, love him with the truth. Lord, he's a pastor. It's an important job you give it to him. Bless him, Father. And I've been praying, but it is, we have to have a law in this nation. Law-abiding citizens have to be. The police is the one we pay our tax money to pay them to carry it out, the law. The reason we listen to police, when you're driving, he holds a hand out and with the uniform on, we all stop obeying him, not because he's powerful, going to kill you or something, because he carries our law, represents our law. But this earth, I believe, every day, in my case too, every day we walk in a crossroad every day. We have to know the Bible so we can choose right way to go so we don't turn in. It is a very tempting, self-indulgent. I really don't like a self-indulgent. And the free will, God loves the free will, he said, given to humans. But that's the only two things is a root to studying a wrong direction, doing the wrong. So I believe, especially time like this, Jesus is coming. We like it or not, he's coming. And in Matthew 13, Jesus told, he called himself a son of God, son of a man. And he said, son of a man, he called himself saying that. Son of a man will send forth his angels to abandon up all those ones cause God's kingdom kids, kingdom people to sin. Bundle them all up and cast it into the fire. Then kingdom kids, kingdom people will shine like a sunlight. I quote the Bible all the time. Not all the time, at least a few times. Last few weeks I didn't do it, so I cannot say. Usually 2-3 times a week at least I quote that Bible. And harvest. Send forth the harvesters. But it's our lives. Jesus says in Matthew 12, just because she is Jesus' mother, go to heaven automatically. Have to do Father's will, he said. Who is my mother? He said, who is my brothers and my mother? Whoever do my Father's will, they are my brother, my sister, and my mother. He was Bible says he was appointing all those people working to helping Jesus. Even like women, Bible says, follow Jesus with their own expense. So he was appointing all them. So we have to work it out. Salvation is free because no one can put price on it. Only God's only Son's life is free, but it's for Sam. Bible says we have to work it out, fear and tremble. We have to examine ourselves. I find that out. It's easier before crawling into the bed, kneel and holding the bed and think about it. How many times I turned to the crossroad in wrong way and went back to the Lord and almost made a mistake here and there. And just God is watching. He knows everything. Be honest. When we're doing that, we can see ourselves. We have to change this. We have to not do this. We have to go this way. We have to follow the Lord. If I do all the bad things, killing people and stealing stuff, and I say, I'm your friend, how long could you keep me as your friend? So God, merciful God, we could not do that all the time. We don't want to have to repent. And God told me, without repent, there is no forgiven. How true that is. And God is a merciful God, always willing to forgive. We are fortunate to know Him and love Him and love by Him. So we are Christians, call ourselves Christians. We have to love each other. We have to love each other like Jesus command. Like you love your family before you love anyone else. So we are the true family going to live in heaven. We have to love each other, standing, not be. So for I had one after another Christians accusing me for this, only Christians accusing me for that and accusing me for this. We should not do that. And every time I was asking them, you are Christian, are you? Yes, I am, better than you. When did you become a brother's accuser? Accuser of a brother. That's a Satan. What? They don't want to talk to me anymore. But we have to be careful. But love our own family. God taught, Jesus told how to love your brother. If your brother sin, go to them. Don't blow horn on it. Go to them and talk to them. If he listen, you win your brother. If he doesn't, take a couple more people to witness and talk to them. He don't listen, take it to church. He still don't listen, treat him like a, you don't know. It's a different world. I can't remember, so I just say that. But here I am, keep going with it. I want it to be short. God bless you, everybody. I pray for you, everybody, especially adopted by God, Jew, adopted Jew. I pray for it. We are only the one is a true Jew who's adopted by true Jew. Jew of a Jew adopted. So we are the true Jew. We have to acting like it. We have to show the Lord's ambassador, like a kingdom's ambassador. Pray for you all. God bless you. Bye.